Stardew Valley 1.5. Okay, it's here. Santa, or Concerned Ape, has been generous enough to drop the 1.5 update before the Christmas is here. Now, you might have been able to notice this either on the wiki page, or Steam, or Twitter, or whichever way you monitor the game. If you are new to Stardew Valley, congratulations, you have discovered a game that will bring you a lot of joy. If you are also new to the channel, check it out, as I have been publishing content for Stardew Valley for over a year since the 1.3 version, and I still have not married a single NPC after how many hours of the game? Yeah. So COVID has definitely not helped my social life, but since your social life has now been affected, I will give you some basic info, cause when I tried to do this off the script when the 1.4 version has been released, it just turned into a giant mess.
Not your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents.
So here's the honest truth. 1.5 version brings lots of changes to the game, especially a brand new farm layout. If you are a brand new player, however, stay the hell away from this farm. I kid you not, even when you hover the mouse over it in the character creation, it will tell you that sprinklers will not work on the sandy part of the map. And since the sand takes up like 60% of the map, you're not going to have a good time. I would suggest the original map or the Four Corners map. You're going to have a whole lot more fun and you're going to be able to grow a whole lot more crops. Okay, but can you, however, as an experienced player, tackle the sandy part of the farm? Yes, you can. And you should. It would be idiotic of you not to try and maximize that piece of the land. If you, however, are asking, Max, how the hell am I supposed to deal with all the watering when you are proposing farming on this map, and the only plot of land which will support sprinklers on the entire farm is 10 times 20 layout, which is honestly terrible for any type of sprinkler layout. And the plot of land is covered in massive tree trunks, which will require iron quality axe upgrade to get rid of them in the first place, so you can forget about having your first year's strawberry harvest done in that place of land. So yeah, if you also don't know what the hell I'm talking about, this just proves that you are not well versed in the parsnip to kale to strawberry crop for year one spring season. So anyhow, okay, so how can you deal with the sandy part of the map? Easily. It's barely an inconvenience. Maybe. You see, farm animals will be great for you as you don't need to water and feed them manually. The grass will grow on the sandy part of the farm, so you will have access to having lots of barns and coops. And this will provide you with plenty of animal products such as eggs and milk and truffles. Now, because one of the new updates include a brand new board with tasks where you will need to drop off 24 eggs and other things, having plenty of animals here will definitely be of a great benefit to you, as you will be able to occupy a stupid amount of space. But okay, let's say you want to do something else. Well, your second option is to fill the farm with a bunch of fish pots too, and that will occupy a lot of space too. Also, when I was fishing at the shores, I was pulling out seaweed really easily, even with the bamboo fishing pole, so you should not be struggling with this as well. But let's say you are a sucker for punishment and you really want that strawberry crop like any other proper Stardew Valley player does in his first spring season, by following the parsnip, kale or potato, and then strawberry strategy. Well, lots of us, included me, will struggle with having to retrain ourselves from buying fertilizer or crafting it and speed grow, which you can buy from Pierre at his shop, to actually crafting or purchasing basic retaining soil and quality retaining soil. Of course, you can craft these too, but eventually, if you want to increase the farming potential of the map, it's gonna be much more convenient for you to actually just purchase these from Pierre in a bulk. Now, the problem is, if you do want to do a massive crop despite sprinklers not working, you're going to have to work on improving your watering can as a priority, which I hate, as thanks to having community of intelligent people who have been with me for a while and whose feedback in the comment section has helped me improve overall in a short amount of time, I can tell you right now, I am not crazy about this farm layout at all. But like I said, animals, fish ponds, crab pots at the shore, which will be more hassle than profit, as we were all educated thanks to Dangerously Funny, who made a video on the Riverland farm layout explaining that even when you cover the entire coastline with crab pots, which will take a ridiculous amount of time and money if you buy them from Willy, or if you will decide to craft them on your own, the return will take forever. Plus, the level 10 of crab pots fishing skills are also not gonna be super helpful. If you choose to go with the mariner skill at level 10, sure, the crab pots do not produce junk, but you will need to load them with bait. Bait will cost you money, and the worm bins cannot produce enough bait, and you would have to have a stupid amount of them. And because they require certain type of ingredients, well, good luck. If you choose to go with the Lure Master skill, which is buggy, you don't have to replenish the baits in the crab pots, which sounds amazing on one hand, but you will usually end up picking up the crab pots as well out of the water too, especially if you have more of them stacked one next to another. And in order to put them back down, it's just going to kill a ton of time, so you're gonna spend most of your day messing with the crab pots, and who wants to do that? Now, one redeeming part of the massive sand part of the world is that one type of a crop will flourish here on a massive scale without requiring too much maintenance. These are the fruit trees. Now you see, with 1.5 update, new fruit trees have been added to the game, including banana, pineapple, and mangoes. Problem is, I have checked in my other save files, Pierre's shop, I've checked the dessert and the sandy, and also the tent which has been raised. None of these do possess these saplings. So I came across the same issue with the brand new farm animal, and that is the goddamn ostrich, which is not even listed in Marnie's menu for animals. Which makes me think that a massive chunk of the 1.5 version of the update takes place off the farm and in the archipelago, which needs to be accessed by the player. The problem into which you will run quite early on is the fact that in order to access this part of the map, you will need to fix a ship or a boat behind Willy's hut at the beach part of the world, and this should be somewhere on the pier. Now, there is this door now behind Willy which is locked, and I assume that is where it will be, and also you will need to purchase a ticket to get to the archipelago. So I'm guessing it's gonna work like the desert oasis, where you will need to fix something in order to gain access to said section of the map. Now, if you will try to look for the ship or the archipelago on any of your other save files, which are not for this specific new farm specifically, you're not gonna find this option, because you're not gonna see that specific segment of the map with the 3 question marks appearing a bit further from your farm. So you will not be able to check with Willy if you will be able to fix a damn boat and get on that place, which will have a new spot for visitors where the NPCs might come, and I'm betting my sweet tuchus that it's potential that if a new merchant will be introduced to this part of the world, the mango trees, the banana trees, and the pineapple trees, and potentially also the ostriches might be able to be purchased here. One new thing which will be added with the 1.5 version is a brand new dungeon 2, which will be also located on the archipelago, and this should have somewhere around 10 levels, and you will require a watering can also to get rid of the lava in order to get to the dwarven forge, which will help you to create the new stuff or enchant some of the other items. The thing is, based on the description, that if you were to leave the dungeon, you will always have to go from level 1 and make your way down to level 10. This place introduces a whole lot of new enemies who will behave differently and will be dropping some new loot, which is awesome on one hand, but because it's all locked behind all these things, I don't have yet access to it, and this is why I'm not sure if some of the mods will allow the content creators to access this section of the map early on, as some of the mods will need to undergo a few changes in order to be able to interact with some of these features. So yeah. Also, big problem with the patch being dropped right now is that community behind the wiki page is going to struggle to update it, all things considered. We have COVID, we have Christmas coming up, so by the way, happy holidays. I hope you are gonna enjoy them with your family and loved ones, and you're gonna be safe and happy, and you're gonna survive until 2021, which will hopefully turn out to be better than this year. But anyhow, if you live where government is against more than 6 people meeting together in the same place, like I have currently where I live, especially without any facial protection and such, yeah, I know, it's just weird. So yeah, but I mean, if you can't stand your family and you're looking to sink lots of time into certain activity, I can definitely suggest the 1.5 update for Stardew Valley. Now, when it comes to the other activities which you can engage on the farm, which is fishing, I'm still looking into this honestly, because I was able to pull out both freshwater species and then mostly the species which live in the ocean, which brings us to a brand new point, and that is that new species of fish are being introduced. Also, based on the patch notes, I have deducted that the legendary fish were busy during the 1.4 version, and now they have babies, because there's like a mutated carb baby and the legends baby and other babies. So yeah, I do wonder how these legendary fish will react and how you will be able to acquire them. Now also, you will be able to forage on the map. the lower left part of the map, specifically with the wooden parts, will spawn few things. Also, the smaller island, which is connected with the planks to the cindersap woods, will theoretically spawn some mussels or some other things. Also, the 1.5 version patch notes state that some shipments might be appearing on the shore, but who knows at what rate these will spawn. If it's as rare as a iridium meteorite crashing on your farm, you might see it in one playthrough, you might not see it at all, so who knows. However, I definitely do suggest that if you are new to Stardew Valley, you stay the hell away from this map. Other than that, going through the entire patch notes would be pretty idiotic, because we all look for something else when it comes to what we want to do on our farm. Do I think I will be publishing a playthrough for this map? Maybe, hard to tell. Honestly, lately I have been really busy, so I cannot tell what I will be up to with the channel, but I will always try to bring entertaining content for you, the viewers. Also, I'm in the middle of confrontation with YouTube over their copyright claim on one of my videos for Stardew Valley in particular. Because it looks like someone has stolen one of the songs from the creator, changed it a bit and registered it under a trademark, so now it will be flagging any content creators too, which is why I have even contacted the creator concerned Ape myself to see if I can get some feedback on this, on how to approach this issue. But so far no luck, as they were super busy with the 1.5 being released. And I'm gonna have to wait for YouTube to decide on the result of the dispute anyhow. So this is gonna keep me busy until the end of the year. Also, I'm trying to get my hands on some of the components for the new system. So yeah. But enough of that. Look, the update is great, and it's focusing also on co-op play, especially due to features like split screen. Some of the features of the update will be visible immediately to some players, like around 6 new dishes for cooking. However, some features will not come that easily, like added stores or conversation pieces, which can be had with NPCs, which can be had? What the hell was that? Which you can have with the NPCs during some of the events which take place, like the Egg Hunt Festival or the fair during the year 2. You will have more options, so usually when it comes to year 2 events like these, most players tend to avoid them because nothing new happens. So this is a great feature for the update too. Now I honestly am thinking that Dangerously Funny or Wickedy Chickadee will make more content about this, as they really know how to keep the crowds entertained, but I feel like in order to get to some of the content regarding 1.5 version, this might require use of the mods such as the CJB item spawner, and because the featured update is brand spanking new, and maybe the two of you watching until this point will understand that some of the mods, wiki and other content for the game will not yet have all the information, as the time of me making this wiki and other sites are not yet up to date. Look, honestly, I would love to go through the whole list with you, but it's pointless due to the fact that all of you are going to look for something else in the update. Whenever you played alone or with friends or family, the link of the updates is in the comment section or in the description of the video specifically, so go and check it out. Now, I might try to do more content for the 1.5 version before I do the playthrough on my channel, if I will still have a channel, which could not have come at better time because of the components which I'm collecting for the computer I want to build, and especially for the use of video editing, because let me tell you, this video has been rendered with 8 gigs of 2444 megahertz DDR4 RAM, as any of the other videos so far made on my channel, so lucky me. I could have saved a bit more money on the build, but never mind. Honestly, I suggest you look into the full list of updates, and copy some of your favorite things into the sticky note and monitor them on the wiki page. If you want to wait and have a farm full of ostriches, maybe Kevin Hart will then show up and do a stand-up there too, who knows.
He's like, that ain't no man pigeon. I was like, it is a man pigeon. He took a pen, he threw an ink pen at it, right? As soon as he threw the pen at it, hit the ostrich in the chest. As soon as he hit the ostrich, his other leg came down. His body was still facing this way, but his head was still like this.
But yeah, little fun info on the second day of your stay at the farm. Go into the secret tunnel on the left side of your farm, as you will leave through this small cave on a little platform after you go talk to Willy and get your hands on the bamboo fishing pole. This will allow you to cast the bait into the deeper water, and the first thing which you should pull out is actually a piece of furniture. Also, every third day at the start of this map, it will rain. Do whatever you want to do with this information. In the meantime, happy holidays, subscribe to the channel so they won't cancel my channel, and I will talk to you at the next one or in the comment section. I also want to let you know that I publish videos on a weekly basis. I do mostly playthroughs, I do early in-game reviews, I do discussion videos. I'm planning on doing a whole lot more stuff if they won't cancel